In this video, we'll learn how to add dimension to our subject inside of an image in Affinity by using dodge and burn method. So before starting, first of all, if you want this image to practice on or work on or follow along with the tutorial, please find the link for the image in the description. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity, hit the subscribe button. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. So first of all, I'll add a new pixel layer by navigating below to our layers panel and clicking on the pixel layer icon 2 times. So I have 2 pixel layer right here. So I'll rename the first pixel layer to dodge and I'll rename the second pixel layer to burn. Now after renaming, I'll select both of the dodge and burn layers and then change their blend modes to overlay. So what overlay blend mode does is, if the white color is more than the threshold of gray color, then it will make the white color much more wider. And if the black colors are more than the threshold of 50% gray, then it will make the black colors darker. So overall, overlay blend mode will simply create a contrast between whites and blacks to understand it simply. So now, first of all, let's work with our dodge layer by simply selecting on the dodge layer and then navigating on the left and selecting the paintbrush tool, and then let's make sure our foreground color is set to white by toggling by hitting or clicking on the X key and setting our foreground color to white, and then setting our value of the flow to a very minimum, which is right now 2%. So I'll leave it as 2% because we do not want to add our dodge very much more intense. So I'll set the value to 2% for now. And then after setting the value to 2%, now I'll increase the size of the brush by using the curly bracket key and then brush over our subject's face or brush over the portion of our subject where there is highlights or brightness. So I simply brush over the subject area around the highlights like so to add few more dodges, and then I'll add to few more areas around where there are highlights like so at her chin, and then I'll also add more dodging around her shoulder as well like so. After adding dodging, let us simply hide the layer and check the before and after. So I'll click on this eyeball icon in order to check the before and now after. So we can play around with these further with our brush to add and make the dimension much more realistic. So now let's select our burn layer and add burns to the shadowy area of the facial features of our subject. So before applying, first of all, make sure that the foreground color has been toggled to black. So for that, I'll simply select or hit the X key, and now our foreground color has been swapped to black. And after swapping to black, also make sure that our flow is to bare minimum. So I'll set it to the value of 4% for now. And then I'll simply brush over the areas where there are shadows. So I'll simply start brushing like so. And now you can see that shadows has been applying. So I'll also again decrease the value of flow to at maybe 1% for shadows. And then I'll simply brush over the areas. And also make sure that your brush type is soft round brush when applying the brush. So I'll simply select a soft round brush now and select the layers back. Although we did not have any issue while brushing before. And now I'll again select or change our value of the flow to somewhere at 1% and then start brushing over the shadows. So I'll simply brush over the shadows like so to add more dimension. I'll brush at the edges like so and start adding more brush to the edges. And similarly, I'll decrease the size of our brush by using the less curly bracket and then add more burn or shadows to the edges of her back as well, like so, to add more dimension. So I'll increase the brush size again and then brush over the edges of her neck like so, and brush over these portion as well, and then I'll brush over these portion at the edges of the shoulder, and then I'll brush over these portion as well, and few more other areas to add more dimension. So this is the before and this is the after. So you can see that now we have been successful to add more dimension by using dodge and burn. So the next thing we can do is we can also control the opacity for each of the layer for burn and dodge. So maybe if I want to decrease the burn that we have recently applied, then we can decrease the opacity by simply clicking on the opacity label and dragging our mouse or cursor to the left to adjust the values for it. So I will set it somewhere at 72% for now, and this is the before and this is the after to make our shadows much more subtle. And we can do the same for the dodge as well. So we can adjust the values. However, I'll only slightly decrease the opacity to somewhere at 92%, and this is the before and this is the after. So now at the end, what we can do is select dodge and burn by holding down the shift key, and then group them by holding down or using the shortcut key of Command G. As I'm using Mac, if you are using Windows, you can use the shortcut key of Control G to group them, and then I'll rename the group to DODG dodge, and after grouping them, we can again adjust the opacity at the end by clicking on the opacity label and then dragging it like so to adjust the dimension. So I'll set it to somewhere at 98% for now. So this is the overall before and this is the after. So this is how you can add dimension to your images by using dodge and burn method. So if you find this video helpful, then please click on the like button, and for more tips and tricks related to Affinity, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to play more with your dodge and burn technique in order to add much more dimension to make your portrait as well as your subject much more realistic in your composition. So thank you for watching again, and see you on the next video.